Nature of reason. Reason is the power or ability of the soul which enables us to think and thus to arrive at knowledge and at truth. By the power of reason, we are able to gain new knowledge by reasoning from facts and principles we already know. For example, every time we do an arithmetic or algebra problem, we are using our reason. Only human beings have the power to reason. Animals do not possess it. If they did, they would be able to improve themselves from generation to generation, as man has done. A spider, for example, spins its web now in exactly the same fashion as its ancestors did 100 or even 1,000 years ago. There is no difference, no improvement. The spider acts from instinct. It cannot think or reason, and therefore it cannot profit by experience. The power to think is a special gift from God in His goodness has given to man. It is as much a part of man's nature that we call it a natural gift. Let us examine some of the important facts that reason can teach us so that we can appreciate this greatness and valuable gift that God has given man. The great power of human reason can best be illustrated by showing briefly how man by it can prove the certainty of the very important truth that there is a God. Our purpose in doing this is merely to show that reason is a wonderful and powerful gift. There are three proofs that we have from man's desire for happiness, from the planning of the universe, and from man's remorse of conscience. First, from the desire for happiness. We have already said that all men have a strong, unquenchable desire for perfect happiness. Now, by a process of reasoning, we shall see that this very desire proves that God exists. All men desire perfect happiness, but no finite created thing can satisfy that desire completely or permanently, as history amply illustrates. Therefore, there must be some infinite uncreated being who can fill this longing of the human heart. In other words, there must be a God. From the planning of the universe. Human reason, from the wonderful order and planning which are so evident throughout the universe, can prove that there is a God. Astronomers have estimated that it would take 1,270,000 planets as large as Earth to equal the Sun. These are extraordinary things. And if you consider the stars alone, 18 million stars make up the Milky Way. All these heavenly bodies are racing through space at terrific speeds, but their movements exhibit such precision and order that they never collide. We may also consider the astonishing order of the world around us, the earth, the body, mountains, minerals, deposits, animal kingdoms, and even the human body, the structure of the human frame, the bones, the complex organization of veins and arteries and digestive and nervous systems. It had to have a maker, had to have a master artist, God Himself. And then finally, the remorse of conscience. Conscience tells us that there is a right and wrong by comparing our acts with a law laid down by a will supreme to ours. When we act according to this law, conscience commends us. When we act contrary to it, conscience condemns us. These admonitions of conscience, which fill us with dread and uneasiness, are really admonitions of God. They prove that all men know there is someone who punishes wrongdoing. They prove that there is a divine lawgiver whose laws we have broken, who knows we have broken it. These then, briefly stated in outline form, are the three of the lines of argument reason may use to prove there is a God. We are also ready to agree that reason is indeed a wonderful gift of God to man.